Now is the screen visible? Hello, is screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, fine.
Sir.
So in the last class, we have discussed about the another circuit reduction technique of the passive elements, that is star delta connection. Okay, so we saw what is the importance of or significance of this star delta transformation study that we have to do for passive element reduction, network reduction. Okay, so we already have discussed that this circuit, okay, cannot be reduced directly, or we can't take parallel or series combination of any two resistors directly and get the equivalent circuit without the star delta transformation reduction technique. Okay, and also we have seen, okay, how a delta connection is obtained and how the star connection is obtained. Okay. If the second end of all the passive elements are connected to a common a common point, then it will be a star connection. And if there is end-to-end connection of passive elements, then we will get a delta connection. Okay. So with the star and delta connection, we have seen some points regarding star to delta transformation. Sorry, delta to star transformation. In my hand now I have currently the delta network. I want the equivalent star of that. Okay, so to get the equivalent star of that, one fundamental principle has to be followed, that the equivalent resistance or impedance between any two points or terminals should be same in delta as well as star. This principle has to be followed. The equivalent resistance between any two terminals in delta or star should be same. Okay, and to get the equivalent resistance between any two terminals, I keep third terminal open circuited. Okay, so with that third terminal open circuit, whatever the equivalent values I get, those equivalent values I take it as the equivalent transformed values. Okay, effective values we will get at equivalent transformed values. So with this principle, we have seen that what is the equivalent resistance between A and B when I move from delta to star. Okay, I got some value here. Similarly, what is the equivalent resistance from between B and C and between C and A? So with these things, I got some equations: equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3. Okay, so what I will do, time being, I will keep all these equations. For me, I have to do next some algebraic simplification. So I need all these equations at one point. So these are the three equations I have. Sorry for the delay. These are the three equations I have. Now I should take some algebraic simplification so that I will get a form of equation. Okay, I will get a form of equation. Okay, so that those will be reused in my next analysis. So I will write this as, sorry. RAB RCA, I will just open the bracket, plus RVC into RCA divided by RAB plus RBC plus RCA. Okay. Now take this as equation 3. Okay. Take this as equation 3. Now what I will do is I will take equation 1 minus equation 2. I told that these all things are for my algebraic simplification. Okay. I will take some equation 1 minus equation 2 because I want the equivalent values in terms of RA, RB and RC. Okay. I want the equivalent values in terms of RA, RB and RC. Now, so take equation 1 minus equation 2 or subtract equation 2 from equation 1. So on the LHS I get equation 1 is RA plus RB minus of equation 2 is RB plus RC. Okay, equals to I will write RAB RBC plus RAB into RCA, okay, divided by RAB plus RBC plus RCA. See, what I will do is the denominator is same for both the equations. I will take that as LCM and I will write it commonly. Minus of RAB RBC plus RBC into RCA divided by RAB plus RBC plus RC. Okay. Now with this RAB RBC minus RAB RBC. So these two will cancel out. Okay. Plus RAB RBC minus RAB RBC will cancel out. So what I get is RAB RCA into RCA minus of, because minus into plus is minus of, RBC into RCA. Okay. RBC into RCA divided by RAB plus RBC plus RCA. So here we will get one more reduction in elimination of the term. Plus RB and minus RB will cancel out. So LHS will be RA minus RC. So this I will write equals to RA minus RC equals to RAB into RCA minus RBC into RC divided by, I will write, I will take it as summation RAB. Okay. So where summation RAB is equals to, it is RAB plus RBC plus RCA. It is summation RAB means it is the sum of all the three resistance in the delta formation. Okay, so this summation has not did not have any mathematical significance over here, over a range or nothing like that. It is simply a type of representation which gives us the summation RAB as it is the sum of all the delta connected resistors. Okay, so just to have a shorter form of representation. Now take this as equation 4. Taking this as equation 4. Okay, so now I have a equation. If you observe equation 4 and equation 3, both LHS are having RA and RC. Equation 3 is RA plus RC. Equation 4 is RA minus RC. Okay, so if I add or subtract equation 3 and equation 4, I will eliminate one term in the LHS. Okay, I will get only one term. Either if I add, I will get RA term in LHS. If I subtract, I will get RC term in LHS. So which is equal to one equivalent star connected resistance from delta connected resistances. Okay, so now what I will do is take equation 3 plus equation 4. Take equation 3 plus equation 4. Okay, so with this on the LHS side, what I will get? It is equation 3 is RA plus RC plus equation 4 is RA minus RC equals to, yeah. Now equation 3 is RB RCA plus RAB RCA plus RBC RCA divided by RAB RCA. Equation 3 is RAB RCA plus RBC RCA plus divided by summation RAB, because RAB plus RBC plus RCA is summation RAB. Already we have mentioned that. And equation 4 is RAB RCA minus RBC RCA divided by summation RAB. Okay. So it is the addition of two terms. LCM is same. Okay. So with this, you can observe, or I can write this as equals to, on the LHS, minus RC and plus RC will cancel. It will be RA plus RA, or I will write this as two RA, sorry, 2 RA is equals to RAB RCA plus RBC into RCA plus RAB RCA minus RBC RC divided by LCM is same, denominator is same, summation RAB. So here on the RHS, some terms will cancel out, plus RBC RCA minus RBC RCA will cancel out here. Okay, so on the RHS, what we get is 2 RA is equals to 2 RAB RCA divided by summation RAB. Okay, so RAB into RCA plus RAB into RCA. So it is 2 RAB RCA divided by summation RAB. Okay, so you take this as equation 5. Okay. Now, if I want to find out RB, then again I have to subtract 2 equations, then add 2 equations. If I want to get RC, we have to, sorry, not this as equation 5. Okay. So this will imply 2 and 2 will cancel out on each side. So RA is equals to RA is equals to RAB RCA divided by summation RAB. Okay, so this is equation 5. Now, if you observe the star and delta connected forms, so this is a delta connected form. Let me take a bigger. I am obtaining it from delta to star. So this is A, B, and C. So this is RAB, this is RBC, and this is RCA. If I take the equivalent delta, I will draw it inside the delta, sorry, equivalent star inside the delta itself. So the resistance in star, equivalent star connected to A is RA. The equivalent resistance in star connected to B is RB. And the equivalent resistance in star connected to C is RC. Now observe the value RA, which is equals to the product of two resistors in delta, that is RAB into RCA. So what are these RAB and RCA? RAB and RCA are the resistors connected to the terminal A. RAB is also a resistor connected to terminal A. RCA is a resistor connected to terminal A. So what is RA? The equivalent resistance in star from delta is equal to the product of two resistances connected to a terminal divided by sum of all the resistances connected in delta. So summation RAB is nothing but it is RAB plus RBC plus RCA. Summation RAB is RAB plus RBC plus RCA, which is nothing but the sum of all the delta connected resistors. Now similarly, if I want to find what is RB equals to, similarly, What is RB equals to? Can anybody mention what is RB equals to with this logic? So where RA is nothing but the product of two resistors connected to terminal A in delta, that is RAB into RCA, divided by all the sum of all the delta connected resistors. So therefore RB is equals to and RC is equals to. So what is RB is equals to?
RAB into RBC divided by summation of RAB.
So it is RAB into RBC divided by summation of RAB. This is equation 6. Similarly, RC, the resistance connected to terminal C, this is C, are RBC and RCA. So RC is equals to RBC into RCA divided by summation RAB. This is equation 7. So if I want the equivalent star connection from the delta connection, it is very simple. Okay, it is very simple. Any terminal resistance I want, okay, so that terminal resistance is nothing but equals to the product of two delta connected resistances to that terminal divided by sum of all the delta connected resistances. Yes, any doubt so far?
No, sir.
In equivalent star, any terminal resistance is equals to the product of two resistances connected to that terminal divided by sum of all the delta connected resistors. So this is how I get, and summation RAB is, I will write it once again, RAB plus RBC plus RCA. Okay. Now it is not true only with the resistors, it is true with impedances also. Okay. For impedances, okay, if I take impedance, impedance can be anything. Okay, for impedances, it can be an inductive impedance, it can be a capacitive impedance, it can be a resistive impedance. So let this be terminal A, terminal B, and terminal C. Okay, so this gives ZAB. We know that the impedance is represented by alphabet Z. Okay, ZBC and ZC. Okay. Now, if I have to take the equivalent impedance of delta in star, this will be ZA, this will be ZB, this will be ZC. So similarly, ZA is equals to what? The two impedances connected to terminal A, ZAB, ZCA, multiply them, ZAB into ZCA divided by summation ZAB. Okay. ZB is equals to impedances connected to terminal B. ZBC into ZAB divided by summation ZAB. ZC is equals to ZBC into ZCA divided by summation ZAB, where summation ZAB is ZAB plus ZBC plus ZC. Okay, so this is obtaining, this is how we obtain the equivalent star from the delta connection. And every time I need not to follow this process. Simply I use this formula for my transformation. Those are enough in my examples. Okay. Any doubts?
No, sir.
So a quick remembrance is what? To get a star connected equivalent circuit from delta, equivalent resistance from delta is multiply the two resistances connected to that particular terminal and divide by sum of all the resistances connected in the delta fashion. Okay. Next step is to have delta to star transformation. Okay. We should also see how to transform from delta to star. So next point is delta to star transformation. Okay. So already we have some fundamental equations with us. Those equations we will be reusing, and we will be getting the equivalent delta from the star. It means that now I got ZA, ZB, ZC or RA, RB, RC in terms of RAB, RBC and RCA. Okay. So I got RA, RB and RC in terms of RAB, RBC, RCA. Now I should get RAB, RBC, RCA in terms of RA, RB and RC. Okay. That is what we have to do. So from delta to star transformation, from equation 5, 6 and 7, from equation 5, 6 and 7, okay, take the following or take the sum of products as below. Take the sum of products as below. Now what is sum of products? RA into RB. It is not RAB. RA into RB plus RB into RC plus RC into RA. Okay. Now I should take the sum of products as given. RA into RB plus RB into RC plus RC into RA. So what will be RHS? In RHS, I should be substituting all the values of RA, RB and RC in each sum term. Okay. So this is equals to, what is RA? It is RAB into RCA divided by summation RAB. this space will not be sufficient here. I will take it here equals to, so this is LHS. LHS equals to RA into RB. Okay, RA is RAB into RCA divided by summation RAB into RB. It is RAB into RBC divided by summation RAB. This is first term plus second term is RBC into RC. RB into RC. So RB is again RAB into RBC divided by summation RAB into RC is RBC into RCA divided by summation RAB. Plus third term RC into RA. So RC is RBC into RCA divided by summation RAB into RA is RAB into RCA divided by summation RAB. So now we have 6 terms here. I will rearrange the terms. Equals to LHS equals to, for timing I will take LHS only. So RHS is, I will rearrange the numerators of all the 3 terms. Okay. I will take it as RAB, okay, or into RAB into RBC into RCA, or instead of simply taking one extra step here, okay. You observe in the first term there is RAB, RBC and RCA. Okay. Second term there is RAB, RBC and RCA. In third term there is RAB, RBC and RCA. So in the numerator of all the 3 terms, I have RAB, RBC and RCA common. Okay. And I have in the denominator summation RAB into summation RAB. I will not multiply them. I will keep it as it is. Okay. So what I will take in the numerator, I will take RAB, RBC, RCA common. I have RAB. If you want, I can mark it here for time being. I will mark it with green pen. Common things: RAB, RBC, RCA. So I have RAB, RBC and RCA. I have RAB, RBC and RCA. Okay. If I take common, in first term RAB remains, in second term RBC remains, in third term RCA remains. So now I will be taking RAB into RBC into RCA common, and into bracket I will keep the numerators. See, in the denominator it is summation RAB into summation RAB. In all the 3 terms it is the LCM. So in the first term RAB is remaining plus, in the second term RBC, one RBC is remaining plus, in third term RCA is remaining, divided by summation RAB into summation RAB. this equals to, I will write RAB, or why to again waste one step here. See, what is summation RAB? Summation RAB is nothing but RAB plus RBC plus RCA. So this will cancel with one summation RAB. So what is left is RA into RB plus RB into RC plus RC into RA is equals to RAB into RBC into RCA divided by summation RAB. Divided by summation RAB. Now observe RAB into RBC divided by summation RAB will give us from equation okay, from equation 6 into RBC divided by summation RAB will be RB. From equation 5, RAB RCA divided by summation RAB as RA. From equation 7, RBC RCA divided by summation RAB as RC. Anything I can take because all the three are possible. So summation RAB into RCA divided by summation RAB. I will take it as RA. Okay, this is equals to, or if I want RAB to remain, okay, I will take it as RAB. I will keep it as it is. RBC into RCA divided by RAB. I will take this as RC. Okay, because RC is equals to RBC into RCA divided by summation RAB from equation 7. From equation 7. Okay. So therefore RAB is equals to, I can write RAB is equals to, I will take this RC on the other side, RA RB plus RB RC plus RC RA divided by RC. Okay, so if I divide RC to each of the term, I will get RAB is equals to, therefore RAB is equals to, I can write my RAB, sorry, RA into RB divided by RC plus RB RC by RC, I will get RB plus RC RA by RC, I will get RA. Okay, or I will rearrange the terms. RAB is equals to RA plus RB plus RA into RB divided by RC. Taking this as equation 8. Okay. Now we'll see what happens here. Now I have a star connected network. Then when I take the equivalent delta of that, terminal A, B and C, let this be RA, This will be RB and this is RC. Now this is RAB. Now I am coming from star to delta. In the earlier point, we came from delta to star. RBC and RC. Now RAB, if you observe from this network, is nothing but RA plus RB plus RA into RB divided by RC. So whichever registers are facing this delta connected equivalent value, sum of these two registers plus product of these two registers and divided by the third registers. Okay, it is RAB is equal to RA plus RB plus RA into RB divided by RC. First register plus second register plus product of first and second register divided by third register. Okay, if you remember this way, you will be getting very easily the transformation. So similarly, okay, RAB is equals to, I will rewrite this. Okay, RA plus RB plus RA into RB divided by RC. This is equation 8. Now, similarly, what will be RBC and RCA?
RB plus RC plus RB RC by RA.
Yes, RBC is RB plus, see, RBC is facing RB and RC. So the RB plus RC plus RB into RC divided by the third register, which is RA. Okay, and RCA is equals to
RC plus RA plus RC RA by RB.
RC plus RA plus RC into RA divided by RB. So this as equation 9 and take this as equation 10. Okay, so this is how I transform from delta to star and star to delta. Okay, from delta to star and star to delta. Okay, any doubts?
No, sir.
Others, any doubts?
No, sir.
Yeah. So shall we move ahead with an example?
Sir?
Yeah.
So this is star to delta transformation, no, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. But
I
adding,
have, yes.
but adding you took delta to stars.
No, no. In between there is. Oh, again this I took. Sorry. Sorry for that. Start to delta transformation. Sorry. Okay. So see, simple on RHS. This is the terms. Okay, they are in delta form. They are in star form. I want in delta form. Okay. So any doubts?
No, sir.
Yeah. So one simple principle what we have to follow here is the equivalent values should remain same. That is the principle with which I will be transforming anything. And even if you remember in your transformers subject, there you transfer the registers and impedances from primary to secondary and secondary to primary. Did you do that? Is it done?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
With what principle you did there? With the same principle, right? That the equivalent value or the effective value should remain same. That is by keeping the total copper losses constant in the transformer. we transformed all the impedances from primary to secondary equivalently, not arbitrarily, or secondary to primary again equivalently. So whenever we are transforming anything, whether it is a source, whether it is a circuit, whether it is an element, always we have to take the equivalent values, because if the equivalent values are not justified, then my transformation will be incorrect. The final result will be of no use. My analysis, I may get some analytical values at the end as a result of my analysis, but those values will not be pertaining to that particular system at its original form. So whenever we are transforming, whether sources, whether passive elements, or whether the entire circuit, we have to remember that we should always follow the principle of equivalence. Okay. Shall we move ahead now?
Yes, sir.
So we'll take one example. You can take. Find the current in 10 ohm resistor. Find the current in 10 ohm resistor in the network shown. In the network shown. Using star delta transformation. The star delta transformation doesn't mean that only from star to delta, it is bilateral. Okay, using star delta transformation. Okay. So the circuit shown. It is the same circuit what I had taken generally in the general discussion at the start of the class of this section. This is the circuit given, and I need to find what is the current in 10 ohms. This current, it may be in opposite direction also. Okay. So it is very much evident now. This 10 ohm should not get consumed in my circuit reduction techniques. Okay. Yeah. So here I have a node. Here I have a node. Let this be A. Let this be B. Here I have a node C. Here I have a node D. I have a node E, and I have node F. Okay. Fine. Now, no two resistors are in direct series or in direct parallel. It is very much evident now. So I have to go for star to delta transformation or delta to star transformation. Now you should observe which will be more useful, whether to go for star to delta transformation or delta to star transformation. Okay. Now always remember, when I go from star to delta, I am increasing one loop in that, because delta will form a loop. Okay. When I move from star to delta, I will get an increased loop. So 12 ohm and 34 ohm are connected in star. 34, 30 and 30 are connected in star. 10, 30, 30 are connected in star. 12, 12, 10 are connected in star. But I need not to consume this 10 ohm anywhere in between. So I need not to consider the lower star connection. But I have the option of converting star to delta in the upper star. 12, 12, 34, 34, 30, 30. But with this, what I told like is, if I convert from star to delta, one loop will increase. But if I convert one delta to star, series branches will be added up. So adding resistances in series is very easy than adding resistances in the loop or in the parallel. Okay, things will be easier. So what I will do, this is a delta connection. This is a delta connection. Okay, I will reduce it into star. I will not touch the middle loop because my middle loop has got a load resistance of 10 ohm across which I have to find the current. If I touch the middle loop, then my 10 ohm will get consumed. I don't get it back. Okay, so this branch, ED branch, should be intact till the end of the solution. Now you can observe this F, these two terminals are same, these two terminals are same. It means that I have a delta connected network of 12 ohm, 12 ohm, 12 ohm. Equivalently, I can get star. It is RF. Let me take this as RA and let me take this as RE. Okay. Then here I have a delta connection. From this, I will get a star. So let this be RC. This be RD. And this be RB. Okay. So I can get the now you can observe from this red and blue combination, RA and 34 will come in series with RB. RE 10 ohm and RD will come in series. So eventually the circuit complexity will reduce. Now there were 3 loops. After transformation from delta to star, I get only one loop. I will get only one loop with number of series connected resistances. So when I have series connected impedances or elements, it is easy for me to analyze the circuit. Okay. What I will take, first step here, convert, or I will take down here. Transform a delta connected network, it is A, F, E, A into star. Rather than network, I can call it as loop. Okay, and transform a delta connected loop, which is BCDB into star. So therefore my RF is equals to what is RF? RF is the resistance connected to terminal F. Now see the resistances connected to terminal F, RFA and RFE. You please don't by heart the formula, you understand the logic. Okay, purposely I have taken small a, b, c, d, e, f, a. Okay, because so that you should be practiced from the example, first example only, to understand the logic of calculation rather than simply the memory. Okay, you don't rely on only the memory. Memory is required, but you should also understand the logic. What I told, when I am converting from delta to star, I should be seeing what resistors are connected to a terminal, take multiplication of those two resistors divided by sum of all resistors. So RF is equals to, I will write the formula only in terms of RF A and E. So RFA into RFE divided by RFA plus RFE plus RAE. Okay, equals to RFA is 12, RFE is 12. It is simple because all delta connected are having the same value. So it is 12 plus 12 plus 12, which will come as 4 ohms. Okay, 3 into 12 in the denominator, 112 will cancel, 12 by 3 is 4 ohms. Okay, RE or RA is equals to, I will write it as now RAF plus, sorry, into RAE divided by RFA plus RFE plus RAE. Same, 12 into 12 divided by 12 plus 12 plus 12. 4 ohms. Okay, and RE is equals to, as per the formula, RFE into RAE divided by RFA plus RFE plus RAE. 12 into 12 divided by 12 plus 12 plus 12, which is 4 ohms. Okay. Similarly, on the other side. Okay. On the other side, it is RB, RC, and RD. Okay. Similarly, RB is equals to RBC, sorry, not plus, into RBD divided by RBC plus RBD plus RCD, which is equals to 30 into 30 divided by 30 plus 30 plus 30. Okay, RB is equal to RBC into RBD divided by 30 plus 30 plus 30 equals to 10 ohms. Okay, then RC is equals to RBC into RCD divided by RBC plus RBD plus RCD. Same, the value will remain same. It is 30 into 30 divided by 30 plus 30 plus 30, 10 ohms. RD is equals to RBD into RCD divided by RBC plus RCD plus RDB. 30 into 30 divided by 30 plus 30 plus 30. Again, this is 10 ohms. So when I replace the circuit with these values, now this is RF, okay. So this is 4 ohm, this is A, this is E. This is 4 ohm, this is 4 ohm. This is B 10 ohm, this is C 10 ohm, and this is D 10 ohm. Okay. And I will keep this original in the same color, okay, just to recognize. That's it. 34 ohms and 10 ohms. Okay, so this is the current where I want to find. Okay, then remaining circuit will remain same. (150 volts). Now it is a simple application of branch current formula. Now this is I. Okay, I will rewrite this circuit as, find the main current I. So I is equals to 150 divided by R equivalent. Now what is R equivalent? It is combination, series parallel combination of these things. Okay, 4 ohm, 34 ohm, 10 ohm are in series. 4 ohm, 10 ohm, 10 ohm are in series. Okay, so 4 ohm and 10 ohm are in series. So equivalently I will write it as so 150 ohm, 4 ohms plus 10 ohm, here it is 14 ohms. For 4 ohm, 34, 38 plus 10, 48 ohms. Okay. This 4 ohm and 10 ohm, 14 ohms. And this is 10 ohm. I have just kept it as it is. Okay. Now this is the main current I, and this is the current I flowing in 10 ohms. Or if you want, you can take I 10 ohms. So what is the main current I is equals to 150 by R equivalent. What is R equivalent? R equivalent is 10 plus, okay, 48 parallel 24. So 10 plus 48 into 24 divided by 48 plus 24. So this comes out to be 10 plus 16. Okay. That is 26 ohms. That is equals to 20. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, not 10 plus. It is 14 plus. This is 14. 14 plus parallel combination of this. So this R equivalent is 30. Therefore, I is 150 by 30, 5 amps. And I 10 ohm is simple. Now 5 into opposite resistance is 48 divided by 48 plus 14 plus 10. This comes out to be 3.33. So this is the current flowing in the 10 ohm resistance. Okay. So passive transformation is simple. Only thing is that you need to find out at which terminals we are transforming, and substitution while calculations is also important. So don't directly do it orally or manually. Okay, try to substitute, write the values in the equation form, then keep the answer, where the tendency of making mistakes will be very much less. Okay. So any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So with this, we will end today's session. Okay. In the forthcoming classes, we will solve another 1 or 2 examples, few more examples on the same concept. Then we'll end this transformation or circuit reduction. Then we'll enter the circuit analysis. Okay.